Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We've got a Super Bowler Smash one for you guys in this one, and of course it's going to be the same thing where I try to help you guys understand how to structure your attack based on different weaknesses that are there in the base, and how you should identify which approach you should accordingly take, as well as like different sieges you should use and other such tips for you guys. So yeah, just here's what I use on my heroes as a reference. The Warden and King are healing, but the Warden has the life gem and the invincibility hero equipment, and my King, of course, he has the rage vial and the giant gauntlet. So yeah, that's about it. The army link will be in the description, so let's get into some attacks. First base is a diamond base, and I thought I'd start off with a very unique way to using bowlers that is not very well known out over there. So just really quick, you can see that the damage distribution is very well spread. Of course, we have this very large kind of compartment, so approaching from the far side could be a little bit difficult, just because it's a little difficult to create the funnel, as well as overall just push through all the layers and then finally reach the town hall. So just some weakness again, like I'm going to mostly focus on weaknesses rather than things you shouldn't do. So you can see that the town hall area, actually there's no like monolith or single inferno behind the town hall, which means we can actually have a queen charge on the town hall, and it's going to be very simple. It's going to take maybe one or even two rages. So now that I know that it's very easy to queen charge the town hall, I just need to see, like, okay, if I'm going to queen charge say from over here, and this is also important, try to always queen charge from one of the edges. Try not to queen charge from the corner of the base. So you can see, like, I've dropped my flame flinger over there because I want to try to help trim out this side of the base, and the queen is going to come and she's going to try to take a dig at the town hall like that. So overall, you can see how the base is going to get shaped up. The flame flinger is going to help handle this area of the base, and the queen is going to help handle the entire town hall area. So the next question is, I can join my bowlers in over here with the queen to help my smash move in like this, but once again, just have a look on the base. We have a lot of damage waiting for us out over here, and even if I joined my bowlers with the queen after she took the town hall down right over here, the maximum I would be able to do is probably provide access like this or something like that using a jump, and that does not give me access to any of this back end over here at all, which has the clan castle, 4 X-bows, 2 enemy heroes, and I guess even this scatter shot will remain standing. So just keep that in mind. Like, this is just one weakness we have exploited, is that the town hall is very easily chargeable and I don't really need too many spells. But now we've also understood that it is going to be difficult for me to really join the bowlers with the queen to help clear the entire base for a 3-star. So you can see what I'm doing over here is kind of the way you do something like a queen charge hybrid. I'm just using my king and the rest of my smash in like on their own. Like, there's nothing to support them, there's no healers behind them, it's just them and only them, all on their own. And you can see my queen is going to continue doing her thing over here, while I'm going to be sending the smash all on their own at the top. My bowlers will take a little bit of damage here and there, but it should be fine because the king is going to remain like a tank in front of them. This flame flinger will get the multi inferno down, and we're going to easily exploit this path that the bowlers and the king have to take. There's nowhere else for them to go. It's a nice tight path. You can even join a royal champion, sure, like, why not? And you can see I'm just using the rest of my resources for my queen. I've only used one rage for my bowlers, and I'm actually doing a full-blown queen charge over here, but it works out so well because the king just tanks the bowlers. You can see I still have 2 of them still alive, and they've honestly gotten rid of most of the damage over there. As I was talking about, like, this one scatter shot, they even got rid of the enemy queen, which is protecting the multi inferno and scatter shot from getting targeted by the flame flinger. And just joining up with the royal champion to help support as my resources are falling short, it just works out very well in the end. And you can see because the damage was very well spread. There was a good amount of damage over here and there was a good amount of damage over here, but we took full advantage of the pathing that was there on the base, and we ensured that by just helping, by cutting that using our flame flinger, we managed to cut out a piece of the base like this. So the queen managed to easily grab all of this, our bowlers managed to easily walk through like this with the king, and our royal champion can easily help clean up whatever is left of the base down over here. So just identify those pockets of damage and try to see where your bowlers need that help, and maybe sometimes it's even viable to use bowlers without having healers behind them. Like over here, literally it was just a sui dive for practically. My queen had all the healers on her forever, and she did a good job of taking care of two multi archer towers, one multi inferno in over here, and the town hall itself. Of course, she went on with a jump over here to help tank the monolith and also weaken the last scatter shot that was down over here. But you can see like this area over here, there's nothing for you to really grab, and there's no good pathing to the town hall, which is why you should try to identify this new approach that I myself have come up with, where you can try to use bowlers all on their own and just have a queen charge going somewhere. So yeah, that's a 3-star for us. We'll move on to the next one. Alright, next base we have, I would call it kind of a teaser, kind of a diamond, but once again you can see the damage spread is very good on this base. There's no particular area that is very heavy except of course this area over here and this area near the town hall over here, but otherwise in the entire middle of the base you need to consider there's no good pathing and there's no specific area really for our bowlers to kind of target. So over here what I try to do is, because I can see like if I approach from over here, right, I can see that I just need to get a wall break on this poison tower, and then if I place a jump spell over here, right, I get access to all of this, and then I'll get access to both the enemy queen, enemy RC, and both the scatter shots with the monolith. So considering just this one thing alone, I have already decided, like you can see I'm going to set up a flame flinger from the bottom over here, and the flame flinger is going to help grab out this entire compartment like that. And again, it's a teaser style base. If you've watched some of my videos before, you'll know that I usually recommend to queen charge a town hall, and as the poison is starting to fade, you can easily just join up with your bowlers. So you can see I just waited to deploy the healers from a good angle, and of course keep those balloons going because they can easily pull some mines for you, and in this case they'll even help pull that poison tower, which is perfect for us. It's literally on top of the town hall poison. So yeah, just use the king up over there, and as soon as he gets the gold surge down, you should be all right to send your bowlers in. So you can see I'm just making sure that the poison is completely fading so I can get this wall breaker on this poison tower over here, and you can see I've just joined in with the smash right after. Now I will admit one mistake I did make over here. I forgot to wall break the king into the top inferno compartment. So honestly I could have actually like had like a king plus royal champion dive to help handle this area. And one more mistake that I did make is I forgot to funnel out this area. Like I had a baby dragon with me, but I forgot to use the baby dragon, and that's why you're gonna see something very terrible happen to me. So the bowlers are doing a wonderful job. You can see they're taking out the entire core, and I'm just popping my warden ability at the perfect time, except my queen walks out with all the healers. So we're in a rough spot kind of that way. The king, I forgot to wall break him for the single inferno up top, and the queen has walked out with all the healers, but it's fine. Like the bowlers got the value that they needed to. We got everything that we're talking about, like the enemy RC, enemy queen, both the scatter shots, the monolith, pretty much everything. And now the king has just gone and died somewhere without really providing much tanking, but you're still gonna see this is gonna work out for us just because of the nature of the plan. Like the plan itself was just so strong that we wiped out a huge section of this base with that. Even if we sacrificed our bowlers, like it's perfectly fine. We managed to get such a huge chunk of the base down, and sadly our royal champion is chasing these skellies all the way down over here. And yeah, that's just one small disadvantage of having the fox on her. Otherwise she would have stayed up over here and we could have easily cleaned up everything. But you can see this is working out very well still, because I still have 2 freezes, I still have my queen ability, the healers are safe most importantly. So even though we had to end on this weird double ricochet compartment, it's still going to work out for us just because of the amazing value that our bowlers managed to get. Sometimes you just need to identify like when to sacrifice them, and I would have I would have stopped allocating spells anyway by the time they reached over here. It was just a little unlucky that my healers and queen had to like walk out like that. Otherwise I could have easily probably like handled the rest of this base by joining in with the king and RC from over here. And yeah, basically the queen just walked over what the flame flinger did and reduced the flame flinger value entirely. So which is something also I don't recommend doing. Like you can notice I'm using my flame flinger in such a way such that nobody ever walks over the area that the flame flinger goes to. Over here it was a mistake that I made because I forgot to funnel this area out, but otherwise it's still a very interesting approach. Like you just need to somehow see anyhow you can find that path through the base, right? As long as you can find that path such that you can dig through the damage and like remove all of it in like barely like 10 seconds or something, you are going to be set up for success. Like it's going to be very difficult for the base to kind of stop you, and that's all you need with bowlers: a nice tight path, a good funnel, and give them one rage, they'll handle the rest for you. So that's another 3-star for us, and we'll get on to the next one. Alright, third base, we've got a box base. And once again, if you guys watch me regularly, you know I recommend 3 different approaches on box bases. One is a queen charge on the town hall, one is some sort of approach from the side of the base, and one is somehow approaching from the far end. And I'm not going to go too much into detail about it, but you can see over here, because these corners are open, it's going to be difficult to kind of break this wall open and try to funnel our bowlers and our queen. Like we need to remember that we need 2 things to get in over here if you want to do the queen charge into super bowler smash from the town hall. And obviously it's going to be very difficult, especially with the way these walls are kind of laid out. They're just trying to make sure that you will split away from the town hall. It's not going to happen very easily. Similarly, if we consider this flank approach, you can see like these compartments are just so boxy. They're going to waste your wall breakers unless you be very patient, and again, it's just something very difficult to do. On top of that, even if we manage to get access through this compartment, I can guarantee you will use at least 2 if not all 3 of your wall breakers to just open this compartment, and then you're going to have to use your jump like this. And you can already see there's no access to the town hall. There's no clean access through the rest of the base. Maybe it is possible that you place a jump like this and have a blimp going for the town hall, but if you have a look at what all is really left on the top, like all of the merge defenses are just waiting for you up over there like that, and you're not going to be able to get clean access into this monolith. There's a good chance that your bowlers and your queen will just ignore it and move on, and yeah, it's just not very safe, I would say, comparatively. So that just leaves one approach for us: somehow finding a way to approach from the far end of the base. And you can already see over here as well, open corners, very 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 toxic for our super bowler smash. But fear not, like I've got some approaches that you can use in your own attacks if you are practicing super bowler smash. So what you're gonna see me do over here is I just understood that all that is protecting this scatter shot. Like if I did a warden walk over here, the only thing protecting that scatter shot is this mortar over here. So why don't I just have a warden walk to tank this ground expo, and at the right time I can have a yeti or something tank this mortar so that I can get a flame flinger for this area of the base. So that actually makes it very easy for me to have a warden walk and flame flinger to just remove this much of the base. Now that being said, I can actually just easily have my bowlers walk like this after I set a deep enough funnel like this. Like there's no reason for my bowlers to try to even enter this corner, because I am thinking of going all the way until the expo. So there's no buildings over there that the bowlers will really reach out to, and that's just going to work out so well for us. Like you can see the flame flinger plus the warden, and once again notice that I am trying to set it up such that my warden goes over here, which is completely far away from where my flame flinger is working. This is so important, I keep mentioning it. Try to make sure to use your flame flinger to help you in such a way such that your bowlers will never ever go in the area that your flame flinger is going towards. and that is just so important to get the maximum value that you need from your bowlers, and as well as your flame flinger, honestly. And you can see over here, the only reason I'm using the queen to funnel, because this is just a very light flank. She's going to take very little damage, and it just also makes sure to keep this lane very tight. And you can see I can very easily send in those bowlers. I'm just going to reach them early to get some good bounces very deep into the base. And you can see I'm just going to have some wall breakers coming in, and all of them are going to nicely follow around this corner because there's literally nowhere else to go for them. And yeah, just going to use an early ability over here to force the healers to transfer forward. Now over here, one sad thing that happened is my wall breakers broke this wall, and only my king went and followed over there rather than attacking the ice golems over here. So the king is going to actually clear this entire compartment for us before our bowlers even get a chance to go there. But if you just have a look at the base, even though he does that, I've managed to place my jump in such a way such that my bowlers will break through this wall, they will go for the clan castle, and they will take the jump regardless. So just some small things that you need to keep an eye out for. Like, it can be a little tough, but like, remember, because we use the flame fling in such a good way over here, and our queen and our king managed to easily funnel out the entire side over there. The bowlers literally have nowhere else to go except this town hall. And look at that, the base is over. It's literally over. I still have to deploy my royal champion, and I've still got a poison spell and a skeleton spell. But yeah, that's all you need. Like, even though you have open corners like that, sometimes if you just use the combination of your flame flinger with your warden, you can set very deep funnels, and that is sometimes all you need to push yourself through these open corners like that. And that is what entirely made this attack, because even after doing that, we used the queen to entirely funnel out this side. Our king helped to kind of funnel out this side, which kept the bowler straight in the core, moving through all of those open corners, and we easily go all the way to the town hall, straight through all the damage. No problems for us at all. So yeah, just have a good plan like that, and you can literally just have your royal champion pretty much for swag. So yeah, that's another 3-star for us. I'll do one more attack for you guys, and we'll call it a wrap for this one. Last base for us over here, we've got this toxic anti-2 style setup over here, and you can see it's not very symmetrical, which can make it a little difficult to approach. So you can already see I've dropped my warden over here, but I will give a little bit of insight as to what I was thinking at the start of the attack. So off the bat, I can see like this area is just free for a flame flinger. Eagle, multi-inferno, warden statue, really good value for me. But you can see that there's a lot of like open space over here, so keep an eye out for that, because there's no way like these custom kind of bases are going to give you so much value for free. Like you can see, like there's like so much of like 2x2 style spaces over here, which can easily have some sort of Tesla farm setup to stop a flame flinger for you. And what I'm actually going to do is actually something very similar to what I did in the previous attack, where I'm going to use the warden in combination with the flame flinger to help set up a very strong funnel. And yeah, so you can already see like what I'm trying to do over here. I am using the warden to kind of help remove this area, and then the flame flinger will kind of help come down over here to help remove this area over here. All that's left for me to do is then just, it's the same thing as the last attack. Over here the flank is very light, so I'm going to be using my queen to funnel out over here, and I can easily send my smash in over here, just use the jump just like that, and everything is just so nice and compact. So the bowlers will get some really good value. I'm not expecting them to survive this entire core. It is very large, plus there's likely going to be a triple ice golem CC in there, and yeah, they can get some good bounces, which will be enough for my heroes to finish the job. That's all I want from them. And one more detail I forgot to mention is this Yeti that I dropped at the bottom. There was no mortar, there was no need to tank anything, but as I was talking about earlier, usually such free value on these custom bases, they are trapped very heavily with Teslas, and you can see the Yeti mites managed to pull this Tesla which is deep inside over here. So even though there was no need for me to really place it to tank the flame flinger, I just used the Yeti to ensure that it dies in like a good spot to start pulling out all those Teslas. You can see 1, 2, 3, I think there was one out over here as well. Literally like 5 Teslas all the way out there. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this warden to complete his side of the funnel, and my queen has already started up top. That's the timing. Right when you're about ready to start your smash, just start your queen a few seconds before that so she can get some time to help create that funnel. And you can see the timing, it's working out so well. So yeah, the bowlers, the king, everybody will go in. Notice how I've frozen the ice golem CC rather than poisoned it, just to ensure that those rage bounces can get some really good damage inside over there. And yeah, just like that, we're gonna take out a lot of buildings despite of getting frozen up now. And just that one initial freeze, right, that one freeze at the start, that's all you need. It can actually help get some really good bounces and such compact cores to reduce the damage by quite a lot. And look at this, because the entire smash in the core was tanking for us, the queen is going to be able to solo the monolith on her own, like literally. And now, as usual, we're just going to join up with the royal champion to help the queen a little bit as she is about to start going into some damage heavy areas at the bottom over here. So you can see they're kind of moving in their own respective rings. And the flame flank also just popped, like it got exactly whatever it needed. It got the eagle, it got the warden, it got the multi inferno. And yeah, we still have one rage over here for us, and we've still got our queen and our royal champion ability. So yeah, going to work out really well for us. This should be a triple. It might come a little bit close, but yeah, like because those rage bowler bounces got some really good bounces through the core for us like that, our royal champion ability will easily be able to handle whatever defenses are left. And yeah, no problem for us, we still get it done. So yeah, that's another 3-star for us. It's a very toxic base, but again, base identification. And you can notice I'm trying to ensure that my flame flinger is never going to be in the same path that my bowlers are taking. That is just something that is so important. I cannot stress on it enough. So yeah, that's another 3-star for us. And I guess that's the end of the video. Feel free to give me any feedback. It can be positive, negative, whatever it is, anything. I'm trying to be a little more brief with the tips I try to give you guys so that I don't stretch too much. But if you guys feel like I can expand a bit more on some tips or something like that, because this is new to me as well, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm just trying to be a better content creator for you guys. So yeah, it does help me a lot. Okay, that's it for me for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, peace.